Hey everyone, welcome into NBA Now. I'm your host, Harris Rubenstein. The league is back. An incredible first couple nights of basketball for the NBA. Celtics and 76ers got us kicked off 2 days ago, and last night the rest of the NBA joined suit. We'll take you guys through the scoreboard from Wednesday. The Bucks with a big-time win over the Hornets at the last second. Giannis with some clutch free throws to seal it for Milwaukee. The Pistons with a nice win over the Nets. Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond getting their season off on the right note. The Pacers dominating the Grizzlies because, fun fact, like I told you, the Grizzlies are bad. The Orlando Magic with a nice win over the Heat. How about Mo Bamba, 13 points in his NBA debut? The New York Knicks with a huge win over the Hawks. How about Alonzo Trier? He was fantastic for New York. Kind of stole the thunder from Kevin Knox's debut in a lot of ways. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans dumped all over the Houston Rockets. He was great on the night, near triple-double for AD, and the Spurs take down the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns looked like he wanted nothing to do with last night's game, and then the Suns take down the Mavericks. Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, that combo looking mighty deadly. Also want to point out, Boban Marjanovic for the Los Angeles Clippers is 9 feet tall, looks like the guy from Bigfoot, and doesn't need to jump in order to dunk. It's one of the funniest things you'll ever see. Go check out the highlights from the Clippers game last night. Even though they lost, Boban was the real star here. So watch out for that. Watch out for Boban going forward. All right, let's get into some NBA rumors. Oh, Big Fish, excuse me, not Bigfoot. Though he is also Bigfoot. He wears size 21 shoes. So watch out for Boban. All right, let's keep going here with some rumors. Kevin Durant might be leaving Golden State according to, well, multiple sources at this point. The Lakers, the Clippers, and the Knicks are all expected to make a run at Kevin Durant in free agency. Some sources seem to think that he wants to be kind of the lead dog again for a team. He knows that the Warriors are always going to be Steph Curry's team, and it seems that he kind of wants a place of his own. However, Zach Lowe thinks the Knicks are, in fact, the #1 option. He seems to think that whoever revives the Knicks franchise will be a legend forever. He's not wrong. He definitely isn't wrong. If you're able to revive the Knicks, then you're probably going to go down in history as one of the great players of all time. But he also thinks that Kristaps Porzingis is going to pull Kevin Durant to New York City. Now, if they can sell Durant on a nice young core of KP, Kevin Knox, and I can't believe I'm throwing him into the mix after one game, but hell, Alonzo Trier looked fantastic last night for the Knicks. If they can sell Durant on that kind of combo, I wouldn't be surprised if Durant at least listens to their pitch. I don't know about sign. Again, getting a big-time free agent to actually sign with the Knicks, that's another question. But let me know in the comment section below, will Kevin Durant re-sign with the Warriors this offseason? I still think he's going to leave, but where he ends up going is the question. I don't think he'll stay with the Warriors. I think he wants another challenge, but I don't know. It's really tough to see a legitimate team, actually stealing him from Golden State and the $250 million they can end up offering him. All right, let's go to our next rumor here. Melo is okay coming off the bench, saying, quote, "It's something I have to come to terms with." Seems that they kind of went to Melo and said the only way you're going to play for a title contender now is if you come off the bench. Says it's nice for everyone to be on the same page now and that he wants his communication to be better than it was in OKC. I don't know if you guys watched the Rockets game last night against the Pelicans, but Melo did not look great coming off the bench. His final stat line, oh boy, 3 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 fouls. Not great. It's not great for Melo. So we'll see how the season goes with the Rockets, but I just can't see him coming off the bench ending up good for anyone. What is good, though, is apparently how massive the NBA is in China. This is ridiculous. I did not see this coming. Apparently 640 million people in the NBA, or excuse me, in China watched the NBA last year. And apparently 300 million people play the sport casually throughout the entire country. That is ridiculous. I had no idea that basketball was that popular in China. I knew that it was popular. I knew that they liked it, but 640 million people watching the NBA in China is insane. That makes the NBA, without not even being close, the biggest global non-soccer sports league in the world. Not without a question. Way bigger than the NFL, way bigger than the NHL, and way bigger than the MLB. If the NBA is actually getting those kinds of numbers in China, then, oh boy, I wonder what they're getting internationally as well in Europe. They have to be the #2 biggest or most watched league around the world right now. But if you guys want to take me on this year, I'm going to be hosting some live FanDuel games the next couple weeks here for FanDuel. Head to FanDuel.com/chatsports. You deposit first time, they're going to give you $5 free with your first deposit. So if you think you know more about the NBA than I do, which you don't, go sign up for FanDuel today, and I'll have my game starting next week. Wanted to give you guys a week to see all the teams first. All the games are all over the place, so we'll start our games officially next week. All right, let's get into our next rumor here. Anthony Davis, not a huge surprise, wants to start winning titles, saying, quote, "I want to be in the championship conversation every single year. Not one year, not every other year, every single year." And he says that, quote, "I have to be the best player in the NBA in order to win one." Now, this doesn't sound like he's threatening the Pelicans as if, hey, you don't make it to the finals this year, I'm leaving. But it sounds like his expectation going forward is that, yeah, we should be competing for titles every single year with me on the team. And he's not wrong. They should be. He's the third best player in basketball right now. Maybe he'll end up being the second best player by the end of the year. Anthony Davis is a monster. And if you watched the Pelicans game last night, man, that trio of him, Mirotic, and Julius Randle is fierce. I know it's a guard-dominated league. Drew Holiday looked great last night as well. But that trio of bigs looked fantastic for the Pelicans last night. Let me know in the comment section below, will Anthony Davis win a title in his career? It's an expectation for him now. He's 25 years old. He's about to really start entering his prime. If he's not competing for titles every single year, then it's kind of a waste, isn't it? It really is. It's honestly the reason that LeBron ended up leaving Cleveland. They just couldn't compete realistically for a title back when he was about to hit his prime. So maybe Anthony Davis makes equally as big of a move. We will see. But let me know in the comment section below if you think Anthony Davis will win a title in his career. Last thing we got for you guys here. These Warriors rings that they got are absolutely nuts. Each of them are 11 carats, have over 100 diamonds in them, and oh yeah, they're detachable and reversible. I didn't even realize you could do this. I would lose the top half of this ring without a question. No, I would absolutely lose it. It would come unlatched, or I'd be playing with it and I'd drop it down a drain or something. I would totally lose the top half of this ring. But again, I didn't realize that you could make rings reversible. Now, I understand that you can take them off, flip them, and put them back on, but I didn't realize that you could literally make a ring that the ring itself is reversible. You can flip that diamond part, and the top of it is blue, and if you flip it, the bottom of it are white diamonds. It's nuts. You can flip it. I've never seen anything like that before. One of the biggest championship rings ever created, 11 carats per person. It is the most diamonds of any championship ring ever. So congratulations to the Warriors. Pretty great ring ceremony with the rings descending from the ceiling. That's pretty awesome.